We are live, Black and White Sports. John Matrix, myself, Rhodes Rants, Week 13 NFL predictions. Hello, John.
Hello, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. It wasn't until I walked in here and turned my TV on. I've missed all of the Iron Bowl today, basically.
Oh, by the way, I just got a notification.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, just went out.
Cool.
And speaking of the Iron Bowl, oh man, it was just 45-40 Alabama. Now it's 48-45 Auburn with 8:08 left.
Oh, wow.
Okay. This game has been crazy.
Good deal. Good deal. So, I don't know. I mean, I would say I'm rooting for chaos, but I guess Alabama's already lost, and I don't know. Georgia's down some players, I noticed today. They won their game against Georgia Tech, but they had their best running back get badly hurt, and then they had one of their best defensive players, or their best defensive player. I think he got hit on targeting, and it was later in the game, so they said he may miss. He'll have to miss a half in the next game.
Oh,
so because it was so late. And next week is the SEC championship game. So,
yeah,
that, and Georgia's probably going to be in that. All right, let's try this. We saw it tested out. Come on.
Bam.
Oh, did anything happen?
Yes, we have it up.
Oh, we actually have this working this week. Freaking-tastic. Week 12, Matrix was a stellar 9-5. I was a poo-poo 7-7. You are 104, 70-1. I am 112, 62-1.
So I'm creeping up there a little bit.
Yeah, you're closing in. You're a 12-2 week away from catching me, probably, provided I don't roll off a similar week.
Yeah.
I did cut this off some for full clarification. We went 3-0.
Yes, we did
on Thanksgiving Day. Thank God.
That Atlanta game got kind of crazy at the end. They recovered 2 onside kicks and they scored. I think twice, maybe. I'm not sure, but they end up losing.
It was 26-18, I think, was the final score. And people
no, they came back more. I think they were within the touchdown, I believe.
Well, it was a touchdown, and then they were saying on Golick and Wingo that it was going to be a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Yeah, they were down by 8. It was a 1-score game.
So here we go. I swear to God, every week I say Titans at Colts. It seems like Titans at Colts. This could be a good game, actually.
Yeah, I think it'll be a competitive game. Honestly, I'm not really that interested in this game. Tennessee, Indianapolis is really kind of falling off a lot, and the Texans have taken over the division lead. But I'm gonna pick the Colts in this game. I think it will be a good game. I'm gonna go 24-20, Indy at home.
Yeah, and actually, both these teams are still right in the mix for the division title. The Titans, I believe, are 5-5. I think the Colts are 5-5, and the Texans are 6-4, or maybe
I think they're 7. I think they're 7-4.
Okay, 7-4. You know what? I think the Titans. Hell, the Titans and the Colts may be 6-5. I'm not sure. I know it's all clustered together right now.
Yeah, the Texans are 7-4, Indy is 6-5, and Tennessee is 6-5.
Okay. So they're in a division dogfight right now.
Yep.
I like Ryan Tannehill playing at quarterback, but this is in Indy. Did you make your pick? You picked the Colts?
Yeah, 24-20.
Okay. I am also going to go Colts here with little to no confidence. I'm going to go 24-21, make
Okay.
it a field goal game. The suddenly offensive resurgent Jets, who beat the brakes off the Raiders last week. One of the weird games I picked. So I don't know. I had a feeling about it. I was like, their offenses got together. I think the Raiders may not show up today. And sure enough, it was ugly. 34-3, I think, was the
Wow.
final score of that game. Jets at Bengals. Andy Dalton starts again.
Ooh.
He's
Well,
back.
two terrible teams. Andy Dalton is back. Cincinnati at home. Cincinnati, they haven't won a game this season, I don't think. No, they're 0-11, man. Imagine that.
Yeah.
As bad as the Dolphins have been, the Dolphins actually have 2 wins.
It never once crossed my mind that the Bengals were going to be so bad they'd be winless at
Yeah.
this point, you know?
Yeah, I know. Well, guess what? They're going to stay winless. I'm taking the Jets in a tight game. I'm going to go 20-18 Jets on the road. And I think the Jets have won one game on the road.
You know what? I'm going to call for an upset here. I am not an Andy Dalton fan, but I think the troops are going to rally around Dalton coming back in. I'm going to call 17-14 Bengals
Okay.
because it's at home. Look, I'll be the first to say I think if Andy Dalton would have probably stayed in, they'd probably have a win by now, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't love Andy Dalton. He's a little less than mediocre, but he can win you, 3 or 4 or 5 games maybe.
Yeah.
Redskins at Panthers, and the Redskins stuck one directly in our eye last week.
Yeah. Who did they beat last week?
The Lions.
Yeah. But they're playing Carolina this time. This game really won't be competitive to me. Let's not even waste any time on this. Carolina's going to win. They're at home. Washington stinks. They're going to lose 30-17.
Okay. Man, we had similar scores on this one. I've got 34-17 Panthers. Okay. A great game. Niners at Ravens.
Ooh. Now, this one. This one here, I was trying to find my score and everything on here. This is going to probably be the game of the week right here. It could be a very, very low scoring game. Lamar Jackson against the San Francisco defense. That's going to be fun to see. But I'm going to stick with Baltimore at home just because they're at home. If this was in San Fran, I think San Fran would take care of them, but I'm going to go 23-20 Baltimore field goal game.
I'm going to say this stays relatively low scoring too. I'm going to go 2017 Ravens.
Okay.
That's why I thought the game last week was so important for the Niners to beat Green Bay, because I felt like this was a loss.
Yeah.
I think the Ravens I've got them as the best team in football in my power rankings right now. But the Niners are sniffing. I called it 1A and 1B, I think, in my power rankings. It was that close. Buccaneers at Jags. The battle for Florida is on.
So Tampa Bay at Jacksonville. This is a game I really don't care about. Neither one of these teams are really going to do much. Tampa Bay, they
put up
I'm
points.
I'm not a Jameis Winston fan. They're 4-7. Jacksonville is 4-7. But like you said, they can put up some points. So I'm going to take them on the road 23-20 over the Jags.
I'm going to take the Bucks 27-20 24. I'm going to say Jameis has another one of his 300 yards, 3 TDs, 3 pick games.
Yep. Next week he may throw 5 hits.
What I believe is a sneaky, interesting game tomorrow. Browns at the Devlin Hodges led Steelers. And the kid can play a little quarterback, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Cleveland, man, my goodness. I think, first off, I think it's over for them it's definitely over for the division because Baltimore is going to win that division. Pittsburgh is really kind of a surprise after a slow start. They're at home. I'm going to roll with Pittsburgh here, 24-17 to take care of the Browns. The Browns season is over.
Man, this is a tough call. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to pick against the Steelers at home. So I'm going to say Steelers 24, Browns 17.
Same score. Okay.
Yep. Packers at the Fighting Daniel Joneses. Who's still playing fine, by the way, but
yeah,
they don't have a defense to save their life.
Yeah, he's throwing pits everywhere. Aaron Rodgers, he had that nice 2-game hot streak. He's fallen off to. Green Bay is just a better team. The Giants, Daniel Jones throwing pits everywhere, man. He's a turnover machine.
Well, he had a stretch of 3 games where he had 9 TDs and 1 pick. So he sort of got it together there.
Yeah, but I'm picking Green Bay in this game. I'm going to go 28-20.
The Giants are another team. If they had a defense, they'd be interesting. It doesn't matter. Packers 27, Giants 17. I don't think Green Bay's defense is quite what we thought it was going to be.
No, but they're going to go
very good the first 5 games, but
yeah,
fell off.
Yeah, but this week they're going up against the Giants. I don't believe in their offense.
Eagles at Dolphins.
Philadelphia. This is their time.
This is their time
to tie Dallas for the division lead. Now, if they win, Dallas will still be in first place, be it a tiebreaker because Dallas beat the brakes off them earlier this year. I don't know how in the world they did that. That was a beatdown. What is it, like 37-10 or something like that? I just don't know how that happened because Dallas is not that team anymore. But luckily for Philly, they're playing the Dolphins. 27-13 Philly. Next question.
Yeah, I've got it. Let's go 30-14 Eagles in a get right game. Rams at Cardinals.
All right, St. Louis at Cardinals.
Were the Cardinals what 3-8 or 4-7?
Arizona is 3-7
and a tie. I think they got a tie.
Tie who would? Oh yeah, 3-7-1. Yeah, You're right. 3-7-1. The Rams, they're kind of disappointing, 6-5, but they're playing Arizona, so they'll get back on track in this game. How will they get back on track? I don't know. It doesn't matter. They're playing a bad team. So I'm going to go 24-13 Rams.
I'm going Cardinals. 27, Rams 20. Cardinals got a real offense down there.
Okay.
They really do. And they're at home. If this was in LA, I might go Rams, but I got to be honest with you. The Rams look like shit right now.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I think the Cardinals got more momentum going right now than the Rams do. Chargers at Broncos.
LA Chargers at the Broncos. Did I pick the Chargers to win that division at the beginning of the year? I think I probably did. The Chargers, they're disappointing too.
You surely took the Chiefs.
I think I picked the Chargers.
Ooh.
I think I did.
Okay.
But Chargers, they're 4-7. They're disappointing right now. Denver, they're not good at all, but I still have a little faith in Phillip Rivers. I know people are saying that he needs to leave the Chargers after this season. He's looking like he's done. They're going to win this game, I believe. I'm going to go with a weird score here. I'm going to pick the Chargers 25-21 over Denver.
25. Okay. I am going to go Broncos at home because Mile High is a tough place to play. And I think they lost 3 games earlier in the year by a combined score of like 4 points there.
Yeah. They're 2-3 at home.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to call it 2017 Broncos. Another possibly sneaky good game tomorrow. A lot of offense. Raiders at Chiefs.
The Raiders.
Raiders.
Oakland at the Chiefs. Now, this is going to be a very good game. Kansas City is a 9.5-point favorite. That's way too many points, man. Way too many points because Chiefs, they don't have a defense now. So I do believe that Oakland is going to score some points.
Yeah.
However, the Chiefs can put up points too, and they're at home. So I'm going to roll with the Chiefs 30-27.
Yeah. Yeah. I think ultimately Chiefs just win what ends up being a shootout tomorrow. So I'm going to call it Chiefs 30, Raiders 27 in a shootout.
All right. Same score.
Interesting game. Patriots at Texans.
Yes. Deshaun Watson versus that incredible New England defense. That's really what this game is about. Because we've seen Deshaun Watson rip the shreds on Bill Belichick's defense. That ain't going to happen this week. It's not going to happen. New England, man, their offense, though, that is a concern. That offensive line is trash. The receivers are trash. Tom Brady has no time to throw. I'm going to go.
Got no weapons. None.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say the score is going to be 17-16. Texans pull the upset.
So you've got it as a true defensive grind fest tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think so. It's just that New England's defense is so great, and the Patriots are really struggling on offense. This is going to be like a 1-point game.
The one thing that has notoriously always given Belichick problems, including
quarterback,
including Deshaun Watson, who is winning to New England and scored 4 touchdowns, I think, in one game. I'm going to go Texans here. I'm going to say 24-21. If this was in New England, I would pick the Patriots because I will never pick against them in New England again.
No, but I don't know if Texans can score 24 on that defense. That defense is red hot.
And while we're touching on that, to hell with you, Cowboys. They pissed me off last week. And then we found out they were utter trash on Thursday. So what happened to your team, man? They completely had a meltdown. And I can't believe that Jerry Jones didn't fire Jason Garrett on Friday. I'm floored.
This was the perfect time to fire him, man. This is the perfect time. You had a Thursday game. I get not firing him on Sunday because you had a game on Thursday. But yesterday was the perfect time to let him go.
Alfred Morganroth, hello. Welcome in. Glad to know somebody got a notification on this thing.
Yeah.
AB had checked himself. Makes you wonder how good the Raiders would have been. That's very interesting. And if he could have even kept it together for the Patriots. But this stuff that he's got going on right now is from quite a ways back. So I However, I got to be honest. I'm not sure the Raiders release him over that. The Patriots, yeah. The Raiders, I don't know. I don't think Gruden would have released him over that. If he'd have been perfect in the locker room and being a good guy and all that there, don't you think they would have just kept going?
Probably.
Because he's not on a team right now. I mean, it's kind of I don't know, because he's released. Somebody could technically sign him right now if they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Now the league could step in and suspend him,
but they haven't.
Yeah. Vikings at Seahawks.
Yeah, this is going to be another really, really good game. Seattle, they've actually lost a couple of games. I think 2 games at home.
Yeah,
they're 3-2 at home, man. So they're beatable at home. Minnesota, they are 3-3 on the road. Now they're undefeated at home, but they're on the road in this game. Russell Wilson is still an MVP candidate. He may be number 2 in most people's MVP rankings. I think he's going to get the win. I don't think this is going to be a high scoring game. I'm going to go Seattle 22, Minnesota 20.
Almighty Coon, hello, sir. Thanksgiving holiday may have affected the choices of when to fire. I did think about that too.
Well, Friday, Thanksgiving is over.
Well, yeah, from a business standpoint, yeah. I mean, working in the corporate world, I mean, I'm not going to kid you right now. I worked on Thanksgiving one year, and one year I had to terminate somebody on Thanksgiving. So,
oh man, that sucks.
They broke the rules, so sorry. It was an egregious situation where, and it turned into a mess where I literally had to call somebody from human resources into the building to sign off on the termination. So I didn't have any choice, Trust me, I didn't want to. I'm not going to think about this. Seahawks 27, Vikings 24. I'm not picking against Seattle at home. Russell Wilson, I agree. I think he's dropped to second in the MVP race right now.
Yeah.
Behind Mr. Jackson.
Even though I do believe Russell Wilson is a light years better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. Jackson has that dual threat. I mean, if he didn't have his legs, I think he wouldn't be as good of a quarterback.
No, I agree. But I think the one narrative that I believe is going to change, Mahomes and Jackson are probably each going to get them a Super Bowl at some point.
You never know, man. That's a lot, man.
Get out, once that Brady thing stops, and unless the Patriots luck into a Favre Aaron Rodgers situation somehow,
it's not a guarantee. Look, in between Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, they have a grand total of 2 Super Bowls. It's not a guarantee, man. I
know, but I think the narrative is.
For one thing, Lamar Jackson, he's going to have to change his playing style, because if he keeps playing like this,
I think the league is going to change to his playing style.
Well, he's going to get hurt.
You're seeing it with Kyler Murray in Arizona right now, and they're already talking Tua. He's the next one,
and he's already hurt.
And yeah, I know, but I think what you're going to have happen, and I don't know that it's a good thing, John. You're going to look up in 10 years, and the NFL is going to look a lot more like college than it does.
That's what I don't like, man. I do not like college offenses.
I think you're going to see more teams. It used to be, let's draft a quarterback and fit him into our offense. I think the Ravens have just showed everybody you have to develop an offense around the quarterback instead. The Cardinals, they go smaller, new QB, right? I'd seen him make some great football plays with awareness in mind. That guy any good? I only seen a little. He looks. It's early. It's early, but he looks good right now. And as good as Baker looked last year, Kyler looks better. You know, if somebody was to ask me of the two Oklahoma quarterbacks, which one looks better right now, it's Kyler. It's absolutely Kyler. And Kyler can move around a lot better than people think. Baker is a mobile quarterback. He is slow as molasses back there. I've seen him try to run out of the pocket, and he is like, I'm like, are you carrying bags of sand in your pockets right now? You are that slow. Any parting shots, John Matrix?
I gotta say, man, this is a good start to the week for us on these picks. I mean, the Sunday night game and the Monday night game are going to be really, really good. I mean, New England, Houston, that's gonna be a really good game. I'm looking forward to that. I don't have to worry about my Cowboys playing because we're not playing.
Yeah, and 49ers Ravens in the 1 o'clock window.
And that's some really good games this week.
Yeah. I actually think there's a chance the Ravens blow them out tomorrow. I hate to say that, but I think there's a chance anyway. Because the Niners defense is great. In some statistics, it's historically great. Right now, they've got the greatest pass defense in the history of football to this date of a season.
Wow.
But they're playing a team that runs the ball like crazy.
Yeah.
So that's the issue there. Any parting shots, John Matrix?
And that's pretty much it, man. That's all I got.
Okay, man. Well, we appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Everybody enjoy NFL tomorrow. Peace. We're out.
Till next time.